I am a river, going down over wide stones, going down over hard rocks, my path drawn by the wind. The trees around me are shrouded with rain. I am
A river is a natural stream of flowing water. Rivers exist on almost every continent. No two rivers are exactly alike, yet all rivers go through similar stages as they age.
Every person will experience emotions. They are a part of being a human. But because of how difficult some emotions can be, sometimes people choose to suppress them. Sometimes I am wild and violent. I have no respect for life or death. Cascading in furious waterfalls, I am a river. Descending with greater fury, greater violence, I beat those stones again and again. I smashed them into pieces.
Life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness. Thomas Jefferson declares these three things as our inalienable rights in America. However, I'm concerned that we've become too focused on the pursuit of happiness part that we push all other feelings to the side. Anything other than happiness is considered an inconvenience or a burden. When I was diagnosed with anxiety and depression 3 years ago, it had felt like my worst fear had come true. I thought my emotions were too much for others and that they were a burden. But this isn't the case. Emotions are like a river. No matter what you put in its way, it will keep on flowing. In fact, trying to stop a river from flowing only makes it more violent and aggressive, and the same thing is true for our emotions. The more we suppress, the more our emotions build, and the more violent they are when they inevitably come out. So, no matter how badly we want to stop the current, we should embrace the river, a program with articles understanding rivers. What is emotional suppression? Repressed emotions. Suppressing emotions can harm us. Emotional drinking, why it's important to feel all of your emotions. Emotions like water, and anxiety and depression support. With the books Yours Truly by Abby Jimenez and The Great Alone by Kristen Hanna, and the poems This River and The Concrete River. Because we should let our emotions flow freely instead of trying to stop them. I was raised in an environment where emotions of any kind were considered weak. And I feel weak. I feel like I'm drowning. I don't know what to do. I'm sorry, Lenny. I lost my temper again. Again. It was the same circle over and over and over again. You just need help, baby. It's not your fault, but you do need to get help. You have difficulty expressing emotions as you experience them. Suppression entails the purposeful stuffing down or denial of the emotions. You're trying to negate the emotion's existence, but your emotions will build until they eventually explode, steaming, bubbling, snakes of water pouring out nightmares of wakefulness. Pouring out a flow of clear liquid, water. I try hard to be less of a burden. Don't ask for anything, don't need anything, just bury my emotions. Be invisible and be small and be not me. Honey, you want to move again? But we just moved here. Look, I need a place where I can breathe again. Sometimes I feel like I'm gonna crawl out of my skin down here. We need this. I need this. And I'll even cut back on drinking. I'll go to one of those support groups if you want me to. You may experience momentary relief when you drink as a form of suppression. Bottle up these emotions, keeps them hidden and unexpressed. But when the alcohol wears off and the negative emotions come rushing back, shut your fat mouth! You think I don't know we need money? Honey, please calm down. I think you may have had too much to drink. No, don't you dare tell me to calm down. Don't you dare say I've had too much to drink. I'm sorry, Lenny. I don't know where that came from. You know I would never hurt you, right? I'm so sorry, baby.
I am the river that travels inside men, and this is when I come down even faster. When I can reach into their hearts and grasp their very blood. And then, my fury, you will
consciously or unconsciously choose to avoid experiencing certain emotions. Suppression can lead to a buildup of anxiety. It may even create a constant state of fight or flight response that the individual is always on edge.
I am the river that surges through your ears, through your doors, through your open hearts. I am the river. I am the river that destroys. I travel through homes, tables, and chairs. I am the river that destroys people.
I felt my breathing start to get shallow.
I am a river.
I felt sick,
Descending with greater fury.
I felt like I couldn't breathe.
I have no respect for life or death.
I had to get it together.
Cascading in furious waterfalls, I flood their fields.
But I couldn't get it together.
I flood their homes and their meadows.
My emotions were flooding me.
I flood their bodies and their hearts.
I felt like I was drowning.
I can reach into their hearts and grasp their very blood.
It was the same circle again and again
and again and again. I beat those stones again and again, and I smash them and I destroy them, and
I wish I couldn't care. My emotions, they were all my fault. It was all my fault. But I couldn't cry. I had to get it together. I should be cheerful and calm. I couldn't let my emotions be a burden on others. I couldn't let myself be a burden on others. I can't. I don't want to be.
The animals, they run. They run when I flood their fields, The hour will come when I have to disperse into the ocean. I will never see my fertile fields. I will never again see my green trees or my neighborly breeze. I will see nothing. I will be nothing. I will be
in the midst of an emotional experience. It's easy to lose sight of the fact that whatever its intensity, it is temporary. Emotions don't stand still. Like water, they arrive, we find ourselves immersed in them, then they move on.
They flow through the prairies. The trees on my banks are alive with doves. The trees sing with the river. I am a river. I can be peaceful. I don't have to destroy.
Every time you cry, you're not just feeling. You're rewriting the river inside your veins. So let the emotions come. You're letting the water inside you write a new story. We can't live without water, and we can't live without our emotions either. They are a necessary part of our survival, an essential characteristic to being human. There's a reason we all have such a wide range of emotions. We need them. I want you to know that it's okay to be emotional. I want you to know that your emotions are beautiful, all of them. Anger, sadness, anxiety, joy, they are beautiful. And I hope you never, ever lose that. I hope I never lose that. Thank you.